there, Alyssa, right?
Yep, that's me. How are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Good. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
How's it going?
Side street. Good choice.
Yeah, thank you. How are Ubers later tonight?
Depends on how much later you mean.
Okay.
I'll generally go till about 10:30.
Okay.
And since I'm not sure, I think the other guy is on, but I might be the only one on tonight.
Oh, wow.
So and the only reason I don't go much later than that is because Bar Harbor kind of, especially right now, since standalone bars can't be open.
Right.
There's not really much of a late night crowd in Bar Harbor right now, unfortunately.
Okay.
But there's a couple places. Testa's is one place that they keep their kitchen open till like midnight, I think. Basically, they keep their kitchen open so the bar can be open.
Right.
And then Leary's is open till about 11, I think. And then I think Dog and Pony is open till
That one we saw
11.
on like the internet. I don't know if it's true.
Which one?
Dog and Pony.
Okay, it might be.
But I don't know if that's a risk we should take. Being that we'll be stranded there.
I mean, you're probably good till 11 for getting a ride home.
Okay.
If the other guy I think is on, and he goes really late. I'm a high school teacher, so
Yeah.
in the summer I kind of do this, and then since it's still kind of busy, but I still got to get up in the morning because teachers are back at school this week. So
Wow. How was it?
we'll see. We start with kids on Tuesday,
Okay.
but they pushed back hybrid, so we're doing all just remote for 3 weeks.
Gotcha. And are the cases like still like we're from New York, so
Okay.
the cases have like settled down where we are.
Uh-huh.
What's the status of
Well, we've never had a huge numbers. I mean, I was listening to the news today because there was another death from COVID.
Oh my gosh.
So one death makes the news.
Yeah.
So,
So that's why I think it's interesting because New York is like, let's get the kids back in school, and Maine is like, we're gonna do the remote stuff.
Yeah.
well, there's a lot of schools in Maine that are going back.
Oh really?
Yeah. Maine is a very well, so is New York as a state,
Yeah.
But yeah, Maine's very diverse. You've got, some of the coastal
Do you think they're
versus the
by the coast they're doing it for the visitors? Like
yeah. Well, that's a big part.
yeah.
I know they didn't necessarily say it that way,
Yeah.
but when they decided to push it back, I know a big push was a lot of the parents were saying, let's push it back just to get through tourist season and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And, because we knock on wood, we've been doing really well. I mean, right now our county, I think we've got 4 active cases.
Oh my gosh.
So,
That's so crazy.
yeah. Now, it's a little bit of a weird thing because, if someone from out of state tests positive,
Yeah.
it gets counted on their state,
Yeah.
not here. So
Yeah.
that makes it a little bit. But still, I figure if it was like a big problem, then locals would start to be getting it too. So.
Right.
But I think that's why we're so busy here also. I think a lot of people have looked at the map and gone, oh hey, there's not much of it up in Bar Harbor. Let's go there. Now, are you guys from the city or?
I'm down like Westchester, Long Island.
Okay.
So around the city, but not quite.
Right. How far in? I was actually born on Long Island, so.
Oh, where?
A small town called Ridge. Ridge.
Okay. I was born in Valley Stream.
Okay.
I live in Long Beach now.
Okay. I know where Long Beach is.
Mm-hmm.
No, I moved away from there when I was in second grade, so.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I still have a bunch of family out on the far end of the island.
Yeah. Is Ridge like far out east?
It's about halfway.
Okay.
I know it's kind of close to
Riverhead?
Riverhead. Yep.
Okay.
It's a little bit west of Riverhead.
Gotcha.
But then I have a bunch of family that live out in East Hampton and Springs.
I can't definitely.
Well, I lived here about 15 years. I moved here from Los Angeles.
Oh my god.
So, looking to just, get out of the big city and somewhere to raise a family and stuff like that. So,
How was LA?
when I was single and in my mid-20s, it was awesome. And when I had a young family and I was in my 30s, I was ready to get out.
Did your family move from Long Island to LA, or you?
Yeah, well, no. My dad was a Navy contractor, so we actually moved around quite a bit.
Okay.
I lived in Connecticut for a little while and kind of almost Central California for a little bit, and then Maryland, and kind of all over, but ended up in Los Angeles. But yeah, this is a good place to have a family.
Yeah.
And coming from a busier place, I enjoy the summer.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that excitement of the busyness, because the rest of the year isn't. Yeah, come back to see us in February sometime. Very different place.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, our winters aren't as severe as some people, because we're on an island
Yeah.
surrounded by water. That keeps us a little more temperate.
Okay.
If you go 2 hours inland,
Yeah.
it can be brutal.
Wow.
We're already like not prepared for this.
Yeah.
Weather coming
Oh.
down a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it's fall up here. With, like our shorts back.
Yeah.
Like, oh gosh.
Some light blankets.
Although it was pretty warm during the day today.
Today
It
was
was,
good.
yeah.
Like 2
And I
days
think
ago.
tomorrow's supposed to be warm too during the day. But yes, the temperature drops in the evening.
Shannon, is that the place we're talking about?
That's Tailgate. That place is pretty good. It's totally a pub.
Okay.
And the problem is, it's like the far end of this is Cottage Street we're on,
Yeah.
and it's the far end, so you won't notice it's not really near anything else. But that's a place that like me and my wife go often, because
Okay.
it's not in the in the craziness of everything else. And we'll go there sometimes, and she'll sit down and have food, and I'll get a soda or whatever, and then wait for my Uber thing to go off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I always feel guilty, because I always,
Aw.
if I'm in an Uber, I'm certainly never going to have anything to drink.
Yeah.
But I always worry that somebody like sitting at the bar is going to call for me, and I'll go, oh yeah, I'm right here, buddy. Actually, you may get lucky. Looks like At the moment, at least the rain stopped.
I know.
Yeah.
It's very on and off.
Yeah, it's supposed to be passing, but
Mm-hmm.
Thirsty Whale right there is very good also.
Okay.
Just in case, sometimes side street can be really, really busy.
Okay.
But on a rainy night like tonight, it may not be too bad.
Right.
Yeah, the Royal Indian, good Indian food, but it's Indian food.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had it.
You know, if you're from, to come to Bar Harbor to have Indian food, it's kind of like.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for the ride.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yep. Have a good evening, and maybe
You
I'll see you guys
too.
later.
Yeah,
I hope so. Thank you so much.
All right, take care now.
You too.
If not, good luck with school.
Yeah.